Hello again. It's me, your lonely old lady, back with another report about what's going on in my life. This morning earlier, I was talking to you about feeding my dogs and myself, having our tea and donuts in the morning and kind of having some cuddle time with my dogs. So since then, my intention was to go out and mow my lawn. However, as best plans can be, I procrastinated enough that it started raining, so I have not yet started mowing my lawn. So anyway, that's kind of the way things go, and even when you're living alone and there's nobody to tell you what to do, there's always somebody or something. In this case, Mother Nature said, you're not going to mow your lawn. So sometimes that does happen, even to the best of us, and the best of us lonely ladies. So, and lonely, by the way, does not mean lonely necessarily, just means living alone. Now, I've been kind of milling around all day long trying to figure out what am I going to do with my time now, because I can't mow my lawn and that time was already outlined for that. So later on in the day, I decided I wanted to cook my dinner because I'm getting tired of buying things or eating my so-called cooked stuff that I don't really much like. I used to cook okay, and especially when my mother was helping me to do it, but then as my family grew up and I was cooking less, I have found I don't cook as well anymore, and I can't even cook things that taste good to me. So I decided I'd pull a recipe book out and get a try at seeing if I can cook something that tastes good from my recipe book. So I've kind of been watching and mixing and doing everything the recipe book tells me to do, and it turned out to be, it looked like a really good recipe, but it turned out a little bit harder to make than I thought. So I'm kind of hoping that it'll come out. The other thing was that I waited a little bit long in the day to decide to make this, and at the end it said, bake in the oven 70 minutes. So right now, that is where it's at. It's baking in the oven. And so I'm just waiting now and getting hungrier and hungrier waiting. And it does smell pretty good, so I'm kind of hoping it'll taste pretty good. So whether or not it tastes good and whether or not I can eat this dinner or throw it out, just stay tuned. I will be reporting on that on the next video. Goodbye for now. We'll talk to you later. So here it is, the dinner that I prepared for tonight. It does look yummy, but I'm just hoping that it will taste equally yummy. I will just stand by and wait for a report. We'll talk to you later. Bye. So it's been a couple of days since I opened my cookbook and had my cookbook tell me a recipe that I'm making. It makes like a meatloaf-like recipe, and I showed you a picture of it on my video. But it's been a couple of days since I did that, so I'm going to report on that now. And actually, it turned out to taste pretty good. I actually could taste it, and it was really, really good for me. And I thought, wow, I guess if I use a cookbook, I might be better off than if I just try to think something out of my head and just put it together and make it. I probably will like it a whole lot better. But anyway, this was a really good recipe, and it's been a couple of days, and I've had it for leftovers a couple of times, and sometimes with the leftovers, it doesn't taste so good once you have to do it again and you do the leftovers. And but it's like a meatloaf, and I cut pieces off of it and I microwaved them, and they actually still tasted pretty fresh and pretty good. And the last time I did it, I got some brown gravy, one of the packaged ones, instead of making my own since I didn't have meat to cook. And sometimes that doesn't taste so good either, so I doctored it up a little bit. And I microwaved that little meatloaf that I had made and poured this brown gravy over it and had a salad with it, and boy, yummy, was it ever good. So that makes me feel good that I haven't totally lost my touch and that I don't have to starve myself. So that's the best way that I could do it, and I just wanted to let you know that it tasted really well. So until the next time, I have to go to work today, and so until the next time we meet again in the next video, I hope that your life is good. Keep up the good faith. Keep yourself happy and entertained, and you'll get through this old life just fine. Goodbye for now.